What is going on, guys? It is Duke and welcome to today's video. Super excited to be here with you guys because it's a fun time. It is the Mightiest Governor elimination event, which is pretty cool if you enjoy going after people, just battling, doing your thing out there in the open field or in people's cities. So it could be like that either way. So like I said, I've really grown fond of this. I kind of caught on late because to be honest, if we're going to be open and honest with each other right here, I was kind of always a little bit, I would say, like timid about this event because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of resources, it takes not an extreme amount of skill, but you do have to know what you're doing, probably a lot more than I am right now, but some of these guys are just really, really good at it. They're really good at going out and hunting people down, using the right combinations, and it's pretty awesome. So what we want to do is go ahead, let's look at some of the rankings here. The individual kills right here. We got 19 Vet with 171 million. We got Big Bad Al with 109. Dai-Chan with 106 million. Bao Cali, we got 98 million. Old Wang, 88 million. These guys are just savages. They are savages. They just go crazy. They're so good at this style of gameplay. And if we go over and look at the Mightiest Governor leaderboard here, I'm kind of holding my own, 118th in the kingdom right now, which is not great, but for my standards, I'm happy with that. 1.6 million points. That's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and look at these the rankings right now. 19 Vet, Jeff, Dai-Chan, Bao Bao, Nirvana. So many guys are just going crazy. It just shows you their skill. What they put into the game, they're just beasts. So big up to these guys. It's awesome. It makes it fun. And so far, since I've really gotten in, everybody's been super cool about it. It's been really cool. So I'm just throwing this out to you guys. Be honest with me. Is this something that you've always kind of have you really taken part in? Have you jumped in like feet first, going crazy, or you just kind of stick the toe in to this event? Is it maybe you want to get more involved in? Maybe you feel like you don't have commanders or troops for it. Maybe you see a lot of these guys out there with the Minamotos. You got double C's rolling all over the place. So it's big time. It can be a little bit intimidating, especially if people are rolling around with T5 troops, but for the most part, they're not. Here and there, you'll see some guys with them because it's what they have. So, you know, you can't really blame them, but they've been cool about it. So one instance here I do want to show you, but before we get into it, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. We come out with Rise of Kingdoms content each and every single day. So for you guys who are really just looking to get in with the normal guy, like right here, that's what I try and do, present that style of gameplay. But we're going to look at something here in a combination for commanders for this event, which you do not need to be funneling a ton of money into the game. So, and I'm just going to show you that right now. Now, let's get in here and check it out. Now, we have our log save. Let's get rid of, we just did that here. We just jumped in and helped out with that. So let's check out our reports. Now, 3 hours ago was the last time I jumped into the battle, at least 3 hours from this recording. I went out and picked up my daughter at gymnastics. We went to Panera, then we went to Rita's Water Ice. So now we're back here in front of the in front of the PC here with a little bit of a recording, some gameplay here. So that's why there's a little bit of a gap. So, but as you can see, we were pretty active today with this event. So let's go ahead and check out this battle here with Jeff. This is where I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can find my battle with Jeff from last night. So let me see. Is this it here? So this might be it here. No, this is a T4. Now Jeff, I'll give you a little bit of a backstory on Jeff. Maybe this is it. This is it right here. So Jeff is a, of course, he is a City Hall 25. And if you look right there, Jeff rocking the maxed out Minamoto and the T5 troops. We don't want to play with no T5 troops, of course. We want to be able to go ahead and match T4 for T4. So Jeff's a good dude, and he said, you know what, I feel bad about pounding you with the T5, so you know what, let's go ahead and roll out the T4s. We can do that. So let's go check out this log right here. Now, of course, I get beat up on, so I'm going to remove my face right now. So I'll be back in a little bit. But as you can see right here by this report, of course, his commanders are higher, but a guy like Jeff, who is an experienced gameplay villain, as you can see right here. He knows how to go out, perform in these events. He's using Scipio and Boudica. He's running Scipio as his primary and Boudica as the secondary commander. So those are two epics that you can definitely, as a free-to-play player, go ahead and level up. You funnel in as long as you are focusing on those two and not a whole handful. But right there, they are some good commanders, and like I said, they are very easy for you guys to just go up and level them up. I've spoken to many guys who have not spent one dime on the game, but they do have those two commanders in there. So as you can see, he put a pretty good beating on me. So as far as the severely wounded, it's almost like a 3-to-1 ratio there, and you know, that's pretty tough. So, but the key thing is getting those levels up, really focusing on that. So let's go ahead and check out his troops. So as you can see, he's got the tier 4 right in there. So it looks like 148 and 73. So a little bit of a mixed army in there. So really, that is a key. So let's bring my face back in, and right there, here we go. So there you go. So Scipio and Boudica. Now, of course, my commanders. That's my problem right here. One of the things I really need to work on are getting those commanders up. So A, they're stronger. They have more talents, of course, and B, to bring a bigger capacity of army. Now, as you can see, 221 versus 185. That's a mismatch right there, but that's nobody's fault but myself for not really taking the time to work on them and level them up. So if you're really serious about it, getting that commander pairing right there with the tier 4 troops, you guys can do that. I know you can, and I think it's something that of course you can go in and be very strong with. So Scipio and Boudica. Now, of course, after I got done getting my tail handed to me by Jeff, I asked him, I said, do you mind if I see Scipio's talent tree? Can I see what you're running? So Jeff was kind enough to send that my way. So let's go over here and look at Scipio, and we're going to look at the talent tree that he is using. So what Jeff is running, he is running a kind of a hybrid leadership attack skill type of tree here. So as you can see right here, the leadership goes all the way up until he reaches the top 3 talents. He does not hit those. So he's basically running from the ground up with fresh recruits over to healing herbs, and then arm to the teeth over to arm to the teeth here. So really, that is what he's running there, and then once he finishes that portion of it out, he is flipping over to the attack side. So now, what since he's a little bit higher, of course, he's going to have more talents, but really what he did was he took those first 3 talents here, of course, and then what he did was he picked up these diamond shapes. Now, if you look at that, let me see if we can roll that over, like this diamond area here, and then this diamond area here. So he was able to go ahead and finish them off. So he got armored joints, which is a buff and reduces damage, and then unyielding increases counter damage, and also burning blood, which grants an additional couple rage, and also Lord of War. So when troops led by this commander enter battle, they increase the attack. So that's really what he had, and he was able to use them rather well. Now, of course, Boudica, she is maxed out as far as her skills go, but the talents still come into play, so we don't really need to worry about that. So Scipio, I know a lot of you guys, especially from the comments over the previous months, have really spoken about Scipio being one of your main guys. So like I said, maybe if you see something like this, maybe if you're a little hesitant about jumping in, maybe you won't be now. Maybe if you really have a beastly Echo Gaming style Scipio, maybe it's your time to now get in there and shine. Get in with these events. Make sure you go in and check out the event calendar for when the Mightiest Governor event is rolling around. And make sure you're focusing on those last 2 days where you can get in and just have some fun. Enjoy the game for what it is. Make sure you have the resources, because you're going to take some losses here. They're going to be filling up the hospitals, of course. Not too crazy, but enough where you're going to be spending resources on that. Make sure you bring some speed ups just so you can get back out there in the battle, hey, and have fun. So I hope you appreciated this, a little bit of an alternative to the legendary commanders out there for the epic commanders that are in there, and we will talk to you guys later.